All right, let's get to the touchpad. Yao has a few things to share with us as we talk about that. We've seen these teams play. Tomorrow will be their seventh game. So for a tournament, context, it's a good sample size. You play 6 games out of 7, so at least we know what exactly you're made of. Yeah, you've been watching these teams. What are some of the things you want to highlight as they meet for a 3rd and 4th place clash?
Well, for South Africa's perspective, we've seen them be very conservative across the tournament, just trying to scrape by. But against Nigeria, that's probably one of their better performances in the tournament, where we saw them try and take the game to Nigeria. So we'll look at the good things they did against Nigeria and how they can use that against DR Congo. So really, the build-up game for South Africa was quite interesting. We saw them play as a 5 and then switch to a 4, and then they have one player just joining in there. And they were trying to mirror what Nigeria was doing, and it was working quite well. They were trying to draw out Kong, Ajayi as much as possible and take advantage of the spaces in behind. In this particular highlight, we see them progressing the ball from the back.
Yes. They decided to go long.
They decided to go long. Against a DR Congo side that has Mbemba and Ngonga in the middle, I think there are opportunities in there. They are aging, and also through the channels, because Masuaku pushes quite high up, as well as Kalulu pushes quite high up. So you find that when the ball comes in to Magoba over here, he's trying to get involved in play. Once he takes the touch, he's the one progressing the ball. You would think that, okay, what he has to do now is shoot or get the ball across. But because they did their homework, they realized that Nigeria they'll fill up the box, put it on the edge of the box. Something could happen. And quite truly, when they did that, it quite worked well, because it just meant an easy shooting opportunity fell to the man in the middle right here. And given different circumstances, it could have been a goal. Well, but you're facing a brilliant goalkeeper, so it ended up being a baby shot to him. And that is an indication of what can happen against DRC, where they themselves seem to be all over the place, because I find them a bit like Cape Verde. Okay. They would offer that same kind of threat. But with Cape Verde, they always had someone just sitting and protecting their back four. So there'll be somebody to just scrape up and just get the ball moving forward again. And South Africa have to be wary of that. The next highlight was with South Africa again. They showed some variation to how they attack.
Okay.
We expected them to try and draw out the center back and use the half space in behind. But what they started doing was they tried to rely on aerial balls. And I think this South African side, they have the ability to do that against the Congo. So you find that in this scenario, ball is being progressed right here. And what they've done is they move the ball all over to try and create a scenario to take advantage of the half space. So if you watch the man right here, he's making a run, and now Kong and Ajayi have to decide who's going to pick up Makoba.
Okay.
And what happens is, well, it's quite fortuitous, because what happens is the ball comes here, Makoina tries to play it through, and it just comes into the path of another player. Ideally, this should be a goal. It should be a goal, easily. It should. Percy Tau should be finishing
on his
that.
left foot.
Exactly. He should be finishing that. And it gives us signs that as much as South Africa were very conservative throughout the tournament, against a Congo side that would open up, will make it very open, they should have chances to score. Trying to find my little highlight for the cross. I think it should be here. Yeah. So, again, we realize that South Africa have shown that they have the ability to put the ball in the box. And quite frankly, if this is anything to go by, it is an indication of the fact that they always have enough men up. Because right now, they have 3 men up here. And really, this right back should be getting ready for any spill out from the shot.
Okay.
Makoba has drawn out Trusticon, and now Calvin Bassey is convinced that, okay, there's a threat, I have to move. That leaves him one-on-one with Olaina, and
he's already in behind him.
yes, and any defender will be concerned. He wouldn't want to get engaged, and this is where Percy Tau as well himself should be getting ready to join the attack.
Okay.
You want to create, right now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, well, 8 Nigerians against 4
For South Africa.
South Africans. South Africa really have to make this count. If they get into attacking transitions, they need to ensure, if I'm not sure I'm going to shoot and get on target, I need to play in a player who might be in a better position. And ideally, if Percy Tau made the run here as well, it makes it easier for the right back. As much as he's right back, football is evolving. You just need to find yourself in a better position for a cross and a tap-in. And, well, Makoba decided to go for a shot, and it could have also led to another goal-scoring opportunity. We'll look at the next one. It's not touching enough. Yeah. So South Africa again, there was a lot of variation to how they were attacking, which is something we didn't see in the tournament. They were they relied on individual brilliance to get through. But in this particular game, we saw that as much as Nigeria were compact, they found ways to break down Nigeria. And that's because they mirrored what Nigeria did. If they can do that with DR Congo, where they are actually playing a very similar setup to what they have, they will be finding themselves in good positions. Percy Tau should
It's
be...
a poor touch.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
He's
very
in
poor
behind.
touch.
He should be taking advantage of the opportunity.